All right, back. Hello, everyone. Sorry for the delay, or rather, like, sorry that I had to cancel the last 2 streams. I was sick. Well, last Saturday, it all started with a fever and me having like a ear that was hurting, which is one of the first times I think ever that I usually don't have much trouble with my ears. Even when I'm having a cold, they get blocked, just like a usual thing, but they don't hurt. But this time it started with this symptom. My ear hurt, and I thought, well, what to do with that? And then I got a fever in like the span of 2 hours. It was very bad. I had like 39 degrees by like 9 o'clock in the evening. Mind you, I was working on Saturday. I was fine until then. And then I was sick all week, which is great. Always the best, right? When that happens. We're continuing with Unheard.
Interesting. Then someone used the director to commit the murder.
The director? Oh no, director.
Congratulations, Detective. You've passed the test. Unfortunately, there's no time to celebrate. The real work is about to begin.
Great, looking forward to it. You have a very dainty hand and a very huge tablet. But let's go. The saying goes, being healthy when it hurts in different places every day. Yes, I can see that. Oh yeah, the anniversary
events
thing.
You just examined all happened in the past.
Okay, yeah.
Now, we need you to use the acoustic detective system to figure out a currently unsolved case.
Pardon me.
This one involves another explosion, only in a mental hospital, rather than a police station.
We're going to... Oh god, no, don't say that.
How should I put it? Peculiar.
We're going to a Project Moon fan convention.
A number of agents have already attempted to solve it. None of them succeeded. And there were complications.
So apparently today's my Twitch anniversary for like getting affiliated or something. Not the first year, I'm sure. I don't know why it doesn't track the years. I'm sure it's been like 3 or 4 even by now. Yeah, how did this work? We have... Sorry if I'm like slimy and shit and like sniffly. We have 14 people and 15 minutes. Is there like a toilet somewhere? Yes. Okay, we're gonna start on the toilet again because that's the place to be whenever possible. Oh man, these people have to share a room, and that's kinda... You're next, it says. That's why I wouldn't want to share a room with someone. Maestro? Emily? You're right. What is the Maestro doing here? Didn't we also have a spoon before? There's 2 people on the toilet right now. I, for one, I clamp up when there's someone with me on the toilet. Except for Babby, obviously, because I had to get used to that. But when I'm on a public toilet, it takes, like... I need to concentrate. Okay, who are the real mental patients? Who is Ghost? What do you mean, who are the real mental patients? I think the real mental patients were the people that watched us along the way. How did this... Okay. Again, pardon me if I have to like cough and shit. I'm not quite there yet, but I have to get better by Monday because I don't want to miss another week of work or something. Or even just a single day, to be honest. So I do know for a fact that today's stream will be shorter because there's only this level left as far as I'm aware. And if I had known that, I might have finished the game week ago. Yeah, this case will be the most important because it's the last one as well. It's a very short game. Well, apparently they were doing nothing on the toilet for like 5 minutes, which is maybe they were like browsing like some websites or something. I don't know. Maybe some social media. Maybe they fell asleep. Maybe they're dead. Maybe they are ghosts. These are ghosts. Well. Really, either I broke my game or there's nothing going on. What the fuck was that? It's kind of eerie when there's like 9 minutes of nothing and then there's just 3 knocks. Oh, in a weird way, I kind of love this game. It's such a cool idea to just split the audio of like different happenings like that. Oh, more knocks. We can just knocking. Maybe knocking someone up, maybe knocking on a door, maybe they're like communicating with each other. Toilet to toilet communication. You think it's Morse code?
Who's that knocking?
Oh, okay.
Who's that knocking? Ray? What are you doing here? Who did this to you?
I'll explain everything later. Quick, untie me.
I can do that, but only on one condition.
Just say it. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. Within my power, of course.
You need to prove to everyone else that I'm not crazy so I can get discharged.
Consider it done. I knew you weren't crazy a long time ago.
Perfect.
Woman
then
moment.
You can get me out of here.
Well, I'll do my best, but remember, I'm just a caregiver.
Tell everyone I'm not crazy. That will show him. Oh my god, this is starting on a great note already.
Doctors are the ones who have the final say. Oh, speaking of doctors, Jennifer's in the room next door. We gotta save her too.
Dr. Jennifer? Doctor? Doctor, wake up!
Doctor?
Where am I? What happened?
Someone apparently knocked you out. Got some blood on you there.
I remember that much. But why am I in the bathroom?
Can't help you there. Wait, you weren't out cold, Ray. What happened? Huh? Hey, what are you...
Ray! What the fuck? You killed her!
She'll be fine. Anyway, better her than us, right?
What are you even talking about? What's going on?
Okay, so here's what happened. While you were treating patient number 68 earlier, you remember that, right? I was talking with James. The two of us heard this loud noise all of a sudden, so I went to check. Turns out 68 broke the window and took off. By the time I came to check up on you, you were already out cold. Had this cracked ashtray next to you, too. This got me all in a panic. So I didn't notice that the gate to the inpatient sector wasn't locked. Next thing I knew, a bunch of patients had all gotten out. They charged me, tied me up, and threw me in the bathroom. Then they dragged you in after I was tied up.
Jesus Christ. Then Nellie was in on this too? She doesn't really strike me as the violent type.
I don't know about that, but I'm not taking any risks. They're all crazy. Who knows what they're capable of?
But what is it they're trying to do? And why didn't you call the police when you had the chance?
Everything happens so fast. 1 second.
You know what the real shame is about this game? The limited amount of voice actors. Listen to Jennifer, and I don't know if you would have picked it up as well last time or not, depending on how good the audio quality is, but she has a slight lisp, which doesn't bother me at all, right? But you can definitely hear it, and no matter how much she tries to play a different role, it always comes through. So she can't quite get rid of it. So you notice that she voices several characters, and that's like, in an earlier case, I think she was 2 characters at once even. Also, it's kind of a shame that the bulk of what was really happening was happening before this whole event even started. But let's continue.
I was trying to figure out what happened to you. Those psychos jumped me.
Huh? Where's my phone? Don't tell me they took it.
Oh, wait. Oh. God damn it, it's gone!
What?
Not my phone, something else. Caregivers aren't allowed to bring phones inside the hospital.
They took my Tamagotchi.
Well, that's stupid. What do we do now then? We can't even call the police. How many people did you see in here earlier? Don't tell me everyone is in on this.
I saw Clep, Silver Spoon, Oscar, oh right, and Mr. Director. I'm telling you, it was chaos. There might have been more of them. I don't know.
And all of them working together? They're not even suffering from the same illness. This is certainly a first. What do you think they're trying to do? Escape?
They took the keys, but as far as I know, they haven't left. All I could tell was that Mr. Director seemed to be the ringleader. Something about manipulation and brainwash.
Then it's a coup?
A coup?
Yeah, they want to take over the hospital. That's why they didn't escape. You haven't seen George, have you?
Nope. Maybe he's still in the treatment room?
Ooh.
Is that an alarm?
Probably somebody's alarm clock. I wouldn't worry about it.
Then what do we do? It's only a matter of time before they find us here.
Honestly, I think the 2 of us can hold them off. Klept, he's basically a stick. Oscar's a wuss. Silver Spoon's lucky if he isn't fighting himself. And Mr. Director, he's an old man. The only reason they got the jump on me last time was because they caught me off guard. But you and we'll have the element of surprise next time.
Why don't we just sneak into the director's office and use the landline to call the police?
Hey, good idea.
Come on, let's go. Stay calm. We've got this. No looking around, just quiet and fun.
Boom. Headshot. Alright. Interesting. Mr. Director is just a pseudonym, I guess, or like his own given name, considering he is most likely crazy. So Nellie is chilling over here, while Ray and Jennifer are... Well, Jennifer's out cold. Ray, I don't know what he is doing for 5 minutes. Why is he... Or like even longer. Why is he waiting for like 10 minutes until he starts knocking? That's interesting. Maybe he is actually out cold. Next we're gonna... No, we're not gonna start in the entrance. It's far too boring, to be honest. We're gonna look for a room with like 1 person in it. Like 2. There must be. It's weird because surely there must be like conversations happening through the bars, but if you're standing in a room, you can only hear the room and not the room next to it. So he's bound, yeah, but if he is okay, he's bound, but why the fuck was it suddenly possible? Why was it suddenly possible for him to knock after 10 minutes? Why didn't he knock immediately? You know what I mean? So it's just suspicious.
Murphy, $300. Pay up.
Oh, I know.
Or maybe we can.
You gotta wait till after I get out. I got no money in this shithole.
And you want to do business with me? You do it my way. That means no credit. I already made an exception, letting you try out the phone. And now that you know it works, you gotta pay up. Unless you want me to tell Jennifer you stole a phone.
Don't be a rat. All right, fine. How about I just give it back, huh? Then you can sell it to someone else.
I can live with that. Hand it over.
Wait. Before you leave, do you know if they caught patient number 68 yet? The one who escaped?
Nope. Not as far as I know.
What about the police? They here yet?
Now that you mention it, Mr. Director did say he heard a siren earlier.
Perfect. Anyway, here's your phone.
And no hard feelings, huh? And next time, if you got money, you can do it.
That was weird. So he had Jennifer's phone. This guy. I don't even know if he's in a cell till the very end or not. Maybe he's like completely unimportant. Yeah, yeah, exactly. The police is coming already, which means that whatever they are talking about 10 minutes later is absolutely like moot. The police is already informed. Almost as if the story that he told her was just completely fake. Right? But we'll see. Maybe these two are crazy, you know? Maybe they just think they're working for the hospital. He thinks he's a caregiver. She thinks she's a doctor. Nellie seems to be in the nurse's office or whatever, so... And she recognized him, so maybe not. I don't know. Is that a nurse's office? I cannot quite tell. Oh, wow.
Anybody in there?
Who the fuck's out there? You get it?
Oh, so they don't have bars, they have actual closed doors, which I guess makes sense for like privacy reasons, since this is not a prison but a mental hospital. Is it a mental hospital or a mental ward? What's the difference? Or is it the same thing, just a different name?
Here, you cocksucker! I'm gonna kill ya! I'm gonna kill all of ya!
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I hear the sudden outburst. Ooh, okay.
Who the flying fuck are you? I'm gonna straight up bash your fucking brains in!
All right, I'm gonna need you to calm down, sir.
You get that fucking doc away from me, you hear? He fucked me up! I can't think straight. I'm gonna slit his fucking throat, you hear that, huh, Doc? Huh? I'm gonna fucking murder you!
Tell the doctor he can leave, Elvira.
Yeah, that's Elvira. Tell the doctor he can leave. Was there a third person with him?
He's gone. It's safe to talk now.
Damn, Tony, my man! Look at you in uniform. Could have fooled even me.
Keep your voice down.
Alright.
I could say the same about you. You almost gave me a scare with all that crazy talk. What's it called again?
Rabies, idiot.
Elvira. Charming as always, I see.
Jokes aside, what have you found? There's a whole lot of people out there that have got their eyes on Ghost's secret stash.
You look around at all?
Not much. I already talked to 2 patients. Crazy guy called Mr. Director and some thief. Gotta say, they both seem totally fucked up, to put it mildly. What about you? Who did you talk to?
Just some delusional reporter. Oh, and a schizophrenic called Silver Spoon. Just like you said, though.
Okay, we might have to remember that, because the names might not come up in conversation, but we know that Elvira was talking to Silver Spoon and Tony was talking to the director, for example.
Both 100% loony.
Guess we're on the same page then.
Wait, so you haven't found anything yet? So why'd you call us up here?
Nanny's walking
I
awfully
didn't
slowly.
see him, but I know where to find him.
How so?
Process of elimination. At first, I didn't know what to do. No one seemed to be faking it. But then I discovered seclusion room number 4 at the end of this very hallway. Never seen it unlocked, but I know someone's inside, because the caregiver brings food there twice a day. So I played the manic card and I beat up a doctor named George, which got me thrown in here. Now I can keep an eye on things from the privacy of right next door. And if all the other patients are legit crazy, whoever's in that room is Ghost. I mean, the logic fits, right?
Well, look at you, Sherlock McMurphy. All right, then. Time to see who's behind door number 4. Get the key from the doctor, Elvira.
Wait. Something doesn't add up. What about the escaped patient? Patient number 68. Could he be Ghost?
Nah.
Why couldn't he have
Think
been
about it.
69?
Why would Ghost want to get out? He got himself committed on purpose, remember? To hide from people who want his money and his life. He knows he's a dead man if he gets out.
You have a point. Okay, I'll get the key.
Hey, I got a question for you. Your hospital gown doesn't even have a pocket. Where'd you get the phone to call us?
Prison pocket.
That, my friend, is courtesy of Klepp. You met him?
He gave you a phone?
Klepp is... how should I put it? He's definitely crazy. But man, oh man, can that fucker steal. All he's got to do is greet a doctor, and he's got their phone.
No wonder he tried to get close to me earlier. Bumped into me, actually. In fact, wait, where's my phone? Jesus.
Big-time hitman got played by a small-time thief. Hey, why'd you knock out George? What did he do?
Was in the way. Wanted to see our search warrant.
See if he's got the key on him.
Here, found them.
Tony and I'll check out room 4. You clean this up.
On it.
She's so badly voice acted. Holy fucking shit. Hello, Medimoto, by the way. Like she sounds as if they told like a regular woman, all right, try to do a tough guy. What's she doing? Let's listen to that again.
This up.
On it.
What's she doing? Is she vomiting? Or was it like sounds of like trying to do something?
Hello?
We're gonna stay with her, George. I don't know. Georgie. Georgie! Okay, we're gonna stay with George. I don't know if that is the right decision. George seems to be completely out of it. Almost 3 years, Minimoto. Holy shit. Almost 3 years. It's like a little babby. Well, babby is older, but like almost 3 years is still a little babby. Let's hope for the next 20 years. Oh, my voice is dying. Alright, doesn't seem to be anything going on. Might have to follow the criminal. Oh, wait. That's the alarm. Might have to like alarm. Good. No, and they leave. In fact, everyone tries to leave, but the bomb explodes over here.
Hello.
Good. This time we'll follow him. We'll follow the
Check out
boys
room
immediately.
4. You clean.
Wait. Okay. Let's see what they find over here.
Which one's the key to room 4?
Hell if I know. Maybe one of the bigger ones?
Hello? Anybody in here?
We know you're in here, Ghost. Run out already.
What? What? Empty. He escaped
Hold
them?
on back there.
What's going on here? Don't tell me our ghost made...
They sound so much like Oblivion NPCs. Entering a room? What? It's empty. What? Did he escape? It's like the player character going stealth, and the guard suddenly going, "Where did he go? I can't find him anymore." I love this.
like a ghost.
This doesn't make any sense. This room's at the very end of the hall. He'd have to go by my room to get out. And I've had eyes like a hawk on that door this whole damn time. Hell, I was still paying attention during that whole crazy act earlier.
No, man. Something's not right. Look at the dust on the floor. Gotta be at least an inch thick. But the only sets of footprints in here are yours and mine. No one's been in here for a long time.
He's a smarty pant.
Well, I'll be damned. But there's no way in hell I was wrong. Let me check again. No one under the bed. Huh. What about this big chest here? You don't think he hid the money in it, do you?
A chest? Wait, don't touch it!
Okay,
What
that's
a
a few
trap!
That fucker played us like a fiddle. Now he knows we're here. We need to pull out.
And here I thought fiddlers stuck to roofs nowadays.
You know, I'd much prefer you use that mental energy to get us the hell out of here.
Oh, yeah, because I can just waltz out of here looking like this.
All we need is a little improv. Tony, arrest him. We'll escort him right out of the building.
Huh, good idea.
Arrest? That's much.
We've got our man. Let's...
Office! You got the wrong guy!
Move it!
I'm sick,
Now
I
I can
tell
move
you.
it.
Listen, Emily.
Can't do this to me!
Oh, this room is gonna be a clusterfuck. It's 4 people in here. Alright, so the criminals working together. Okay, but not really achieving anything in the end. Who do we... George is together with someone here in the beginning. Let's go into this room. I don't know who's in there. Like, more crazy people, I guess. For now, only one person. So, maybe it's Mr. Director, who knows? Oh, wait. Okay, here we go.
What took you so long?
I got a business deal. All taken care of now, though.
Business deal? I told you to lock those two in the bathroom.
That's I did. Don't worry. But what about George, huh? We take care of Jennifer and Ray, but leave George? Shouldn't we lock him up too?
George is conducting one of those brain goggle sound experiments on the Maestro. If we interrupt him, there's a chance we'll fry our friend's mind.
Fine, we'll let him be for now. But what if the police decide to barge in there later?
I've made arrangements. Oscar will try to send him away. Should he fail, he'll lead the police to us. When that happens, I need you to give a winning performance.
If that's awesome.
Don't you worry about that. I may not be an actor or anything, but I'm an ace at improv. Hey, Walton, now what hit him?
Perfect. First, we'll take control of the hospital. Then, we'll rescue Maestro.
Seriously, though, that test Maestro went to. What's it all about, huh? You guys keep saying he's fucked. What the hell did I do to him in there?
I didn't know much about it myself until I spoke to Nellie. She calls it a thematic apperception test, or TAT.
TAT? What's with all the acronyms nowadays? Can't hardly tell what the hell something is. Do we even know it's legit? You know Nellie. She throws Dr. Mumbo Jumbo like this around all the time. Full of shit, if you ask me. Who's to say she's not just making shit up on the fly? You really gonna believe a windbag like her?
On this matter? Yes. It's like I told you already. This isn't a real hospital. No, this is nothing more than a reality show. And the reason you don't remember is for exactly this reason. The test. That TAT has brainwashed all of you. You don't even remember who you really are.
Brainwashed? The hell?
Yes, all of us. We were participants in this theater verite. Over time, the rest of the crew, the true evil behind this, manipulated our gray matter using these so-called tests. They made us believe we were mental patients. Mental patients!
Holy shit, it's Danganronpa
Fortunately,
V3.
my experience as a director allowed me to see through their wiles and maintain my true sense of reality. A professional like me can spot an amateur from a mile away.
No wonder those doctors keep telling me I'm sick.
These doctors, they
These
use these
nuts.
tests to toy with our brains, giving us all sorts of wild hallucinations. Once our heads are adequately scrambled, they give us a new identity. By doing so, they keep us trapped in this never-ending reality show, day by day losing more of our hold on reality. In short, the doctors aren't real doctors, and we aren't real patients. We're nothing but actors in this twisted, cruel production.
We're the actors? I thought Oscar was the only actor in this place.
Are you both patients here?
Oh God! My stomach. Sorry. I gotta go.
And just where do you think you're going, pal? Sit back down. You can leave when I say you can leave, which is after you've answered my questions.
It's interesting. Before they came to McMurphy, Tony and Elvira were like, I guess he said as much, right? They were talking to different people. Maybe I should have continued following them, but I guess I will naturally get their story if I follow the other people.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Both of you sit down and behave yourselves. I want you to answer the officer's questions.
Oh my god.
Also, officer, I don't understand what you hope to gain by interrogating these
That
patients.
accent.
That's a nice costume you got there, officer. Pretty convincing, even. Your lines, on the other hand, have room for improvement. You can't start off that strong. You lose any sense of foreshadowing. Just makes the audience feel off.
We've nicknamed patient 49 Mr. Director. Believe it or not, he suffers from something called the Truman Show delusion. In his mind, he's making a masterpiece, and we're all just actors. We rely on role-playing therapy to treat patients like these. Trying to interrupt or correct him will just get us nowhere. But if we play along, he'll calm down.
Well, either he can see an amateur from a mile away, or he just assumes that everyone is an amateur because he's crazy. But yeah, who knows? Who knows what's true? I mean,
Soon enough.
Mr. Director? I'd like to ask you a few questions. Who are you, really? Look me straight in the eye.
That's how you do it. Much better, much better. You gotta have a quiet sense of intimidation. You don't need to shout to be coercive. Go back and re-enter through the door. Let's shoot this scene again.
What the hell?
Please, officer, he meant no harm. Remember, I mentioned some of our patients are likely to initiate contact.
Well, what about that one, huh? Mr. Bathroom Emergency. Was that real? Or just some excuse so he could leave?
Him? He's a thief.
Hey, that's defamation. You hear me? I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Behave! Patient number 36 suffers from an impulse control disorder commonly known as kleptomania. He simply cannot stop himself from stealing. Doesn't matter the person or place.
I didn't realize sticky fingers were a disease. But he's already in here, so why'd he try to run?
Old habits die hard, I suppose.
Is kleptomania, is that a mental illness? Like, is that... I guess it's like some kind of... It is some kind of, whatchamacallit? When you're, like, mentally forced to do something. Oh, God, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sure he said it even just now. It's just that I'm not quite there yet. It seems like I'm too high on, like... Not high quality sleep, painkillers, and like snot. But is that considered a mental illness? Like, can you? Where do these people go if you have kleptomania? Where are you likely to end up? In a mental hospital or a prison? Compulsive. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Amel. Did he say it? I can't remember if he said that. I'm too lazy to rewind it either.
This one was constantly being hounded by the police, arrested multiple times. The sight of you probably triggered a conditioned response from him.
Bullshit! Just ask around. When did I ever get caught? Huh?
Ha! You're saying you never got caught? Then why did you end up here? He was a repeat offender, you see, always stealing old phones. The police found it so odd that they gave him a psychiatric evaluation. And wouldn't you know it? He was certifiable. So, instead of sending him to prison, they sent him here.
Quite
Alright.
the nutcase, I
That
see.
answered my question.
Yeah, well, we are doing our best to treat them.
Let's check the next room.
Let's stay with them. Let's see what they talk about.
Moved on by now. Cops should have moved on by now. You want me to take a look, Mr. Director?
No, you should stay here. Oscar will handle
Sure,
everything.
that guy's James or
Yeah,
something.
but
Doesn't come up
something
here.
don't feel right. That cop from earlier.
Wait. What did he say about Oscar?
Will handle Oscar will. You should stay here. Oscar will handle everything.
Yeah, but something don't feel right. That cop from earlier. Felt like he was checking if we were crazy or not. I mean, for real crazy. You think the hospital sent them?
You may be onto something. After all, everyone in this hospital, barring us of course, was sent by the hospital. They're all part of the masquerade.
No wonder he acted so weird. The only thing a cop ever gave me before were a pat down and a pair of cuffs. None of those weird questions. Good that we got you on our side to see through his disguise. I was about ready to piss my pants. Honest to God, you know how I feel about 5-0s.
Real cops, fake cops, none of it matters. This hospital wants to drive us crazy. Literally. Maybe we should simply play along? Once today's over and we've taken control of this place, the truth will finally be revealed.
Then let me go check it out! If they're gone, we can get started with the plan.
Hush, what did I just tell you? For now, we lay low.
Boring!
That might be everything out of these two, actually.
Mr. How was I doing, Mr. Director? Like a real professional.
Oh, he's
Yeah?
Oscar.
It was an exceptional performance. Not only did you deliver your lines with
Holy shit, the police, the fake police, were talking to a fake doctor. They didn't know yet. Okay, and this is how it all fits in, by the way. The fake police is the fake police, not the real one. Hence why these people want to call the real police. The fake police arrived without any reason at all other than trying to look for ghosts. Talking to a fake doctor because the real people were like either occupied or taken out by by the fake mental patients. They believe they're fake at least. Playing a fake doctor. Oh, this has so many layers. Mwah, I love that. That's pretty good. Oh, that was beautiful.
It was an exceptional performance. Not only did you deliver your lines with passionate bravado, your improvisation was on point. Always adjusting your lines and tones to correspond with the other actor's delivery. You truly are a master thespian.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to give me such a hard time.
Sorry. Occupational hazard. Once I get in character, I'm no longer reciting lines. I am the character. Now, I don't like to brag, but...
He even did the bad accent quite well. I thought that it was just a bad voice actor who was like half German or something, but he was just playing a role.
That wasn't even the best performance I ever given. For most of my roles, I've done months of research. If I had more time, I'd have checked myself into a real mental hospital for at least 6 months. Stanislavski's system pushes me to fully embody my characters by learning how they really live.
Yes, of course. What about the cops? Have they left?
Good thing you heard the siren and figured out a plan quick. If you hadn't sent me out there to stall them, God knows what they would have found by now.
What are they even investigating? The runaway patient?
Yeah, that's what they said. But, at least to me it seemed like that was just a cover-up. They didn't even check out the room where number 68 escaped. They barely even looked out the window, too. Nope. Both of them went straight to the patient rooms.
You don't think they're looking for Jennifer? Could they be on to our plan?
At first, that's what I thought, too. But now, not so sure. Seemed more like they were going around looking for someone sane.
Then they've lost their minds as well. Looking for sane people? Inside a mental hospital?
Cops are a bunch of idiots anyway. I'm gonna go out and check again. I'll let you know.
I'll go check room 1 as well.
Let's go!
Wait for me!
James?
You stay away from the gate. Get your ass back to the day room.
Okay. We're gonna follow Clap and Mr. Director rather than Oscar.
James?
Did you talk to the police, Silver Spoon?
I did. I did too.
Did you notice anything strange?
That lady cop had a real attitude. Kept saying I had schizophrenia.
Well, you've got it. You're a complete schizo.
Don't interrupt me.
Just stop talking already. Both of you are giving me a headache.
The cop that questioned Silver Spoon was a chick, Mr. Director. That means there's more than one of them. You think they're on to us? Maybe we change the plan? Make a run for it while we still can? I mean, the gate is wide open.
No, the show can't end like this. Don't you want to know the truth?
Real
After all
doctors
this
meeting with
time, the
fake
lies, the manipulation, don't you crave retribution?
Lies ain't the half of it. They probably want to steal my company while I'm not there too.
What is this Scooby-Doo episode? The game? This is Unheard, and we had like 4 cases, 3. I can't remember last time I streamed this, and it's such an incredibly well-crafted game, Lightning Hand, that I'm happy that you missed the last stream, because you can now play it for yourself. Or you can watch, like, the last stream, I guess, if you're so inclined. But it's very fun. It's very fun, actually. I didn't think it would be. Like, the first 20 minutes, I was thinking, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? And I was glad that it was short. Now I'm kind of sad that this is the last case, to be honest. Because this is... I didn't think it would be this fun.
Your company? When did it become your company, huh? Oh, shut up about your stupid company. No one cares. Yeah, well, either way, it's time for the doctors here to pay up.
Right you are about that. Our plan is already in motion. With the doctors under our control, all we need to do is wait for the police to leave. Then this hospital will be ours.
Yeah, well, I still don't get how the police knew to show up at just the right moment, you know? Someone must have ratted on us.
You make a good point. Who could have called the police then? George?
Nah, he was already in with the maestro before any of us even did anything. Probably doesn't even know what's going on.
Jennifer then? This could turn out bad for us. If the cops were to search the bathroom.
Jennifer? No, I can't be her. I stole a phone.
What? I thought I told you to lock her up, not steal her phone. Give it here. Recent calls. Well, the last call she made wasn't to 911.
Why don't we try calling it? You can't just do that. We don't know who it'll call. Then what are you looking at me for?
Hand it over.
Okay, the phone that was stolen from Jennifer by Clap, given to Tony, later on given back to Clap, was trying to call McMurphy, whose phone was stolen by Clap earlier, basically. It might seem confusing, but if you've paid attention so far, it makes a lot of sense, actually. It also, there's always like these phones, because we know that like there's a bomb here, and it's most likely triggered by a phone call, which means that we have to pay attention to this.
And whose phone is this?
From that stupid cop earlier. But you know what? Here's what's really weird. Who calls a cop directly rather than 911?
You stole this from the police? How many other phones have you stolen?
I don't got any more phones, but I do have this. You are a real piece of work. Why would you steal a TV remote? Got it from Ray earlier.
The TV is exploding. Maybe the TV remote is the trigger, actually.
It looks like a phone, you know? Even fits in your hand like one. I couldn't resist.
Huh?
The alarm?
That a police siren?
Which part of stick to the script don't you understand? If you would have just followed your lines, you wouldn't have run the risk of getting us all into trouble. Now, if the police come back here, our plan is ruined. All our efforts down the drain. I'll keep the doctor's phone for now. You return both of those, but don't get caught.
But I never learned to return stuff.
Make it happen.
All right, all right.
That's odd. We've been here for a while now, but there's been no sign of Nellie.
There was some kind of weird sound earlier, so she went to check. Probably went to the bathroom.
It was indeed. Wait, to the bathroom, you said?
Okay. This time let's follow Clap to see what he does when he leaves.
Looks like a phone, you know?
Also, it's kind of weird that the alarm triggered by the small chest under the bed is apparently audible in the entire building.
Down the
Stuff. Right.
That's all.
Who's watching TV?
Hey, Emily, you gotta turn that thing on before you can watch it. There's this thing called a remote.
Hold it, Emily.
Don't do this to me!
Who are we missing now? Oh, we've actually named everyone. Which means that we can now follow the story. If we're so inclined. We have named James, but we don't... we have named James and Emily, but we don't know anything about them yet. Maybe it's time to listen to them. And then George... No, let's actually go to George Mastro, because I'm more interested about what they're doing in here with this weird test. Oh, I got an achievement. All right.
Why is it you wanted me to meet you here, George?
Actually, I wanted to ask you a favor, Maestro. You're an expert when it comes to art, yes? I was hoping you could evaluate a
You know
painting
who
for
Ghost
me.
is?
You've
Really?
come to the right person. Not to boast, but a piece's price can increase considerably if I say good things about it.
Of course, of course. Please, sit. The picture's right here. If you could just take a look.
What is this? This isn't artwork. This is a map?
I saw that pun.
Indulge me if you
Sharky
would.
said. That's a good
And
one.
listen to the music. Anything?
It's the game's soundtrack. That's weird. Why is he playing music?
There is something. Wait. I need to get my
Masturbate.
thoughts straight.
I know. Okay.
Take your time.
I guess Emma was watching the TV to see if Ghost planted a bomb at one point in time. I mean, it must have been activated by, like, the chest getting touched. Because otherwise, the TV would have blown way earlier already. I guess. Yeah, it's the title screen music. It's the game's music. They're just listening to it like that? Oh, okay, here we go.
I see it now.
Tell me,
What do you see?
what do you see?
I see an interrogation. Yes, inside a police station.
Who are the police interrogating?
I don't...
Oh my
wait.
god! Am I a ghost? And what they are talking about is pretty much what's happening with the woman at the tablet and me? Was he playing the game just now? Yeah, it was activated by remote when Clap gave it to Emily. Or when Clap activated the remote for Emily. But I'm sure that's not the first time the TV has been turned on. So the real bomb was either placed and then the remote fiddled with, or the bomb was placed a long time ago and the remote fiddled with a long time ago, but the device was activated or made active by the chest being touched.
Yes. I know this voice. Silver Spoon?
What are they questioning Silver Spoon about?
Something about drugs. Yes, I remember Silver Spoon mentioning this before.
Excellent. Let's move on to the next picture.
Is he talking about the
Another
other
one?
case?
What about the painting you said I was here to evaluate? What's going on? What are you doing to me?
Don't worry, Maestro. It's just a small test. One more picture, and we're done.
Another map?
Do you recognize this place?
It looks familiar. Yes, I know. An art gallery.
I was about to say art gallery.
Describe the art gallery for me.
It's crowded.
A huge
An
round building.
exhibition will start soon. Wait, there's an empty frame? But why?
Exactly. Why is that?
Give me just a moment. No, it can't be that either. But then, who took it? The real painting?
It's fine. Take your time.
Oh shit, he's playing the fucking video game! Why do they all have the Revachol accent? Because welcome to Revachol. Fuck, I have such a bad hankering to play Disco Elysium again. It's unreal. But I'm trying to hold myself off because I know that I most likely won't enjoy it if I do it right now, since it hasn't been that long yet. At the same time, if I want to play it now, why shouldn't I do it now, right? But I don't know. It was such a good game. Holy shit. Oh, here we go. Solved the case.
Oh, it's Sean. Yes. Nice to see you again. Oh, and Ms. Reeves is here too.
He's talking as if he's a character in the
painting
case.
Stolen. Someone stole my painting. No, that's not it. I had my own painting stolen. It was part of my exhibition. I spent so much time and effort on my painting. I would never let
Oh my
someone
god, it would be such a good meta just wrap up if in a drop down menu of like choosing who is ghost, me would be possible. Like as not as the only thing, but just hidden among the other choices, just saying me, I am ghost or something. And the real mental patients indeed are the people watching this along the way, like I said before. It's crazy.
It was all part of my plan. Yes, the painting was retrieved in the end too. The lost art returned.
Oh, I'm afraid your symptoms haven't improved.
What are you talking about? Didn't you ask me to evaluate paintings for you?
This was an evaluation, except it was a psychiatric one. We call it the thematic apperception test.
What? A psychiatric evaluation?
Yes, tailor-made for your symptoms. I also use roleplay therapy to supplement the effects. Unfortunately, the results are far from promising.
What's wrong with me, exactly?
We used images to hypnotize you, allowing you to see and hear things from your past. When you saw an interrogation, you could remember the...
Okay, so he's not playing the video game. It's the actual Maestro. And this is taking place in the future, I guess. Or rather, the other stuff was taking place in the past. Maybe he went crazy after the whole painting stuff happened.
Stories Silver Spoon told you. The problem is, when you saw the image reflecting yourself, you weren't able to differentiate between delusion and reality. You sank further and further into your own fantasy story, allowing you to escape from the bleakness of your own reality. You staged the whole theft. Quite the coincidence. And a little too convenient. Don't you think?
George! Doctor! What you said... I don't quite understand.
Don't worry about it. You know everything you need to know. Now, answer me one question. Who are you?
I'm the No. No, I'm... Patient number 29. Yes.
There you go. Perfect. Now, just make sure you keep taking your medication on time. And trust me, you will get better.
All right.
Man, George seems kind of sinister, I have to say. Next thing we learn is that he's like eating lettuce that are addressed to his cousin.
Patient 29 shows little improvement. If anything, his symptoms may be worsening. For situations with which he has an anecdotal connection, he is able to discern the projected narrative from reality. But in cases where he has direct experience, his ability to distinguish between the two is severely blurred. Prognosis remains guarded. I strongly recommend continued treatment with antipsychotic medications, as well as TAT and role-playing therapy to see if conditions improve. And we should schedule him for a full reassessment in 6 weeks' time.
Okay, we're gonna stay with the maestro to see if anything happens other than the snoring. And then we'll follow George to see how he gets knocked out by Elvira. Elvira? Elvirus. I don't think Maestro is doing anything. He might be fully out of it. Oh, even the alarm didn't wake him up. Oakley dokily. This time we follow Georgie. Oh, Georgie. My poor Georgie. Been killed. Oh no.
Why isn't the gate locked?
Excuse me, Doc. I need you to turn over the key to room 4.
Huh?
Who are you?
Who are you? How did you get in?
I'm a police officer. We're here to investigate a case.
Police? Who
Oh,
let
wait,
you
wait,
in?
wait.
We're here to investigate a case.
Police?
Okay.
Who let you in? Do you have a search warrant?
Of course I do. It's right in here. Yeah, right there. Just on that table over there.
Which table?
Ah!
What a retard. Swear to God. That was far too easy. Alright. And that's the story of Georgie, I guess. We can listen in on Spoon and Nelly to see what they're talking about.
Nelly. Nelly! What you writing, huh?
What's going on outside? I heard a bunch of people talking, but then it went quiet.
Ah, that was Mr. Director telling us about the test. He said we gotta take over the hospital so we can put a stop to it. Also, something about, you know, how the doctors are all actors, and we're really... Shut up! He told us not to tell anyone, didn't he?
Whatever. I don't even want to know.
Fucking Nelly.
Look, you upset her. It's all your fault. I told you to shut up! Hey, Nelly, don't be mad. What you writing? Seriously.
You wouldn't understand even if I told you.
I know what she's writing. Oh, yeah? And how the hell will you know, huh? You ain't her. Well, you ain't me either. How do you know I don't know? Exactly. I ain't you, so I don't know if you know or not. But you certainly ain't her, so you don't know squat, you big ignoramus.
Silver spoon.
Oh, so you finally decided to talk to me, huh?
Do you know who you are?
I'm, me, I guess. No, you aren't. I'm me.
For once, think before you answer. It's not easy, That's why Mr. Director's so terrified about the test.
Wait, you know about the test too?
Why wouldn't I? It's called TAT, and it involves a series of repeated questions that try to get the test subject to make up a logical story based on their own desires, emotions, motives, and personal experiences. Most participants end up projecting their own subconscious onto a character in the made-up story without even realizing it.
So, that's what it is. Doesn't sound like such a big deal to me.
Yes, and it wouldn't be if it were just that. The problem is, this hospital is doing more than just a simple test. Something much more intense.
Huh? Like what?
They put extreme pressure on the test subjects, causing them to lose themselves in the stories they make up. Even once the test is over, they lose track of reality, which can lead to the development of multiple personalities. And those whose minds are already weak, they lose track of who they are altogether. Textbook delusional right there.
Ha! Well, I'll be. No wonder Mr. Director's about to shit his shorts. Don't concern me, though.
Oh yeah? Then how about this scenario? Deep down, you, me, all of us constantly struggle with our own issues. Pretty normal, right?
Wait, Nelly? Wait. I
Well?
thought Nelly was... like a... like an employee of the mental ward. Kind of, okay. I guess she isn't, I don't know. How does she know this much, though? Maybe, like, she's trying to make a point that even they are struggling, I don't know.
During the test, people tend to project those conflicting thoughts onto different characters
Yeah, I
in the
guess.
stories they make up.
She's working for them.
Each thought becomes its own character, constantly engaged in a bitter, back-and-forth argument with its other half. Until, finally, they lose the ability to become one again.
That's impossible. Wait, is she talking about us? I'm calling BS!
Hey, don't look at me. I'm not the one running the tests. I just wanted to let you know to be prepared. And more importantly, don't forget who you are.
Now I'm actually...
Why the fuck is an employee of the mental ward sympathizing with the legitimate crazy schizophrenic? Why is she telling him ahead of time about the tests that they were gonna do on him? What is wrong with this woman? This is the weirdest case of... There must be a name for this. There must be a name for this. 100% there must be a name for... And I'm sure it goes the other way around, right? When you're like a guard in like a female prison and you fall in love with the female prisoners. Or when you're a female guard in a male prison and you fall in love with the male prisoners, right? Or when you're someone working anywhere, really. Taking care of any person, really. Falling in love with the person you're supposed to guard / take care of / supervise / observe or something. And just female prison guards falling in love with male prison inmates was just the best example I could think of. But we're seeing another example, right? Why is she sympathizing with Spoon? Why? Patient-doctor fraternization. Is there like a term for that? There must be like a German term for this. It's not uncommon that prison guards have sex with prisoners. Yes. That was what I was getting at. Is it because they spend so much time with each other? Like, does it blur the lines somehow? Like, do they forget where they are, even though they should be constantly aware of it? Or she's in the patient quarters. She's most likely in the patient quarters. Well, she's writing something down. And she's most likely in the patient quarters because she was talking to Spoon. She has free range. Well, all of the people currently have, but that's like neither here nor there. But she has free movement to go for Ray and Jennifer. And then gets knocked out by Ray, though. For one reason or another. And I don't know why. Maybe she is maybe her mental illness is that she thinks that she works here. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why Ray knocked her out. She helped them, but Ray knocked her out because she could have been, like, playing a role, being a liability. I don't know. That was kind of weird. It's like, it's interesting, yet at the same time, I guess it's not the best way. The way I play this game, that I always begin it in the bathrooms instead of the like start of when people enter a map or like a room or something.
Now I'm actually kind of intrigued. Sounds a little, I don't know, fun. No one's ever been able to give me a run for my money before. Oh, what do you know? Sounds like some kind of, I don't know, metaphysical test. Metaphysical my ass! It's a scam, pure and simple.
Metaphysical my ass.
You can't bullshit a bullshitter. I am unscammable. Oh, shut up. I need to think. Thinking never did you any good. Metaphysical. Whatever. I'm gonna hit.
Ooh. Wait.
I'm gonna hit the hay.
Okay. Cat out there. And then Nelly just does nothing after this. She must be crazy herself, then I guess. Yeah.
Are both of you patients here? Yes.
Speak for yourself. I ain't.
Oh, okay. So she just straight up admits it, which is weird. Maybe she doesn't think she works here. Maybe she's like a high functioning mental patient, like a high functioning artist or something.
Lunatic. But you are. I told you I ain't.
Not me.
What's going on here? Are you okay?
It was my older brother. He has mental problems. Shut up! I'm as sane as ever. You're the crazy one.
I'm crazy?
Sorry, officer. I was talking to my brother.
All right, then. Ma'am, mind if I ask what you're in here for? I'm a reporter. Before you got sick, you mean? I actually did want to know what it was that got you committed. Are you a police officer? Yeah. Then, will you believe the things I'm about to tell you? Depends. Let me hear them first. I'm a reporter. A few months ago, I received a tip saying this hospital was conducting some kind of clandestine experiments on its patients. I disguised myself and checked in to investigate.
Oh.
I've collected all the information I need, but now I can't prove I wasn't sick in the first place. Or that
Oh, that's why she wants Ray to tell everyone that she's not crazy. Well, either it's true and she isn't crazy and she was just really doing a story, or like that's her thing, right? That's a mental kink. She thinks she's a reporter. Fucking hell! Let me put myself something to drink. Oh man, this is so good on so many levels. I can't believe it. Oh, this is great. This is great. Oh. Man, this is so much fun. I would actually be up to watch someone else play this for the first time. Jesus.
So I'm stuck here with no way to publish my findings.
What exactly have you found?
Here, they use a treatment method on their patients called TAT, Thematic Apperception Test. But it's not the TAT most people know today. Rather, they use the prototype used back during World War II. Basically, it brainwashes people. After the test, patients' memories will be
Who's the crazy? No, you have to ask who's crazying who.
completely erased. And they're conditioned as well. They're programmed to respond to certain sounds, after which they'll follow any command. The hospital then goes on to claim they've been cured, but the truth is, they're nothing more than soulless robots. Tell me, officer, if you were a patient, would you want to be cured that way? You've absolutely got to get me out of here. I have to expose them. Check my notes. I've got all the evidence right here.
I gotta say, that sounds more like a sci-fi flick than reality. All right, let me see your notes. Wow, don't skimp on details, do ya? Let me ask you something else. You ever notice any patients in here who seem like they don't belong? Like they're faking their illness?
Yeah, me.
And besides you?
Honestly, from what I've seen, at least 44% of the patients here are actually sane, but they've been committed regardless. Makes me think this hospital's next step is to experiment on normal people.
That's quite the theory. What about him, huh? Seems pretty legit. Schizophrenia, maybe.
He's sick, but it's not schizophrenia. You made a mistake any layman would make. What he has is called dissociative identity disorder, That's
Oh,
where
you can't
have
say that
multiple-
anymore. I recently learned that like DID is a term that apparently is not PC anymore, which is crazy because it's literally a term for mental illness. Also, yes, of course, like schizophrenia is something else altogether, but in like amateur terms, everyone knows what you mean by saying, oh, he's schizophrenic, if there's like two identities. But me, having played millions of Japanese visual novels, of course I know what the ID is. Also, it makes me wonder whether Elvira knows that Ghost has to be a dude because she doesn't outright believe her that she's the only sane one, right? Kinda,
personalities. In his case, too. Huge difference between that and schizophrenia.
I see. That I'll have to remember.
Wait just a second. Aren't you getting me out of here?
Afraid I can't. At least, not yet. I'll come back once our investigation wraps up.
You don't believe me either, do you?
Why you even bother, Nellie?
Journalists are the watchdogs of society. Or haven't you heard?
I wish they
Yeah,
were.
and what good did any of that do you, huh? The cops didn't even believe you.
You've heard about the Unabomber, correct?
Huh? Who do you think I am? Of course I heard of him.
Mm-hmm. Henry Murray, the inventor of TAT, used his test to evaluate soldiers during World War II. During the Cold War, he used it to interrogate spies. But did you know that he also gave it to innocent students back in 1959?
Oh yeah? What's all that got to do with the Unabomber? Are you kidding me?
Well, it just so happens that a certain 17-year-old boy, Ted Kaczynski, was one of his unwitting test subjects. And, well, you know the rest. Over a...
Is this real? Is this real or is it bullshit? I mean, we need Desperate to fact check on this, but he's not here today.
period of 18 years, he ended up making and sending at least 16 bombs. What I'm trying to say is, destroying someone mentally can have repercussions far beyond one person.
Well, I'll be damned. Then that Henry Murray fella's got blood on his hands, too.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Science and all the experiments that go along with it are, well, they're not wrong. It's just that sometimes people can get
No,
in
science
so
is
deep
wrong.
that they lose track of the boundaries of morality.
Yeah, no, science is
I
just
have
outright
nothing
wrong.
against the doctors here.
Don't
Really.
follow the science.
I simply want to get the truth out.
Is this Ted famous or something? You don't know Ted? Google him up, Emil. I'm sure you know him. Like, if you read up on him, you'll go, oh, this guy. It was real? Wait, he was subject to this weird therapy? Man, I'm gonna have to read up on this later.
It's my hope that people can learn to respect humanity while still pursuing science.
Oh my god, Nelly is based.
Moved me. A reporter with a heart of gold. You know, if Mr. Director had his say, he'd just... Shut up! He told you not to tell anyone! All right. My lips are sealed.
And then, like, there's a knocking, and Ali investigates it. Alright, well, that was a revelation and a half.
You hear that?
Oh, you can hear it too? Thought it was just in my head.
No, it's definitely real. Sounds like it's coming from next door.
All of you are hearing things. You need to up your meds.
I'll go check.
See if she's saying anything while on her way. I love the stock sound of the door opening and closing. Brrrr.
Who's that knocking?
Okay. And then we go to Ray. James and Emily. James is moving at the very last segment. He's moving together with Oscar. Emily's on her... Let's investigate James and Emily next. Oh. Emily's crazy. You saw that face before, Emil? In your dreams, I guess. That talking to you. Emil, stay based. Okay, do we have to listen to Emily? Like, being a creepy little anime girl? She's probably cute, yeah. Only cute girls think like that, right? Just like in my Japanese cartoons.
This is our day room. As you can see, all our patients are quite well cared for. Wouldn't you say?
Nice decor and board games doesn't change the fact that they're still stuck in a mental facility.
Hey, new arrivals! Grab your clothes and toiletries!
Huh? Who are you?
None of your concern. Pick your seat and sit down. I don't want any trouble.
Who's this guy?
Patient number 27 has a non-bizarre grandiose delusional disorder. He thinks he's a caregiver here. The hospital is short-handed, so we usually leave him be. Saves us from having to hire more help.
People here are more nutso than I thought.
What's she doing?
Watching TV.
But the TV isn't even on. What's your name?
Patient 42 suffers from severe social anxiety that manifests as selective mutism. She talks to no one.
Neither of these two are going to be any help. Let's split up and canvass the
could
rest
fix
of
it.
the place. Check the room over there, would you?
On it.
Do we want 10 more minutes of Emily singing? By herself, or...? I guess she stopped. Do men actually say I can fix it? No, we actually say she can break me. Well, well, well. I'm missing the secret message from Emily, which I would have understood if I could translate the humming to musical notation. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. She knows the truth. Shit, man! Here's my ears and my non-existent musical talent.
James?
You! Stay away from the gate! Get your ass back to the day room!
For crying out loud!
James obviously knows that he's not a real doctor. And so Emily stays alone the longest time.
Excuse me, Doc. I need you.
Then Elvira and George go out. She knocks him out, drags him in there. I love how no one is in this room all this time. Alarm?
Hey, Emily, you gotta turn that thing on before you can watch it. There's this thing called a remote.
Emily.
Do this to me!
James was shouting, "No, Emily, stop." towards the end there. But that's suspicious as hell. Alright, this time we start here. And we follow Oscar, Elvira, and Tony.
Hello.
The beginning. That's everything.
Welcome in, officers.
We have it all
How can
then.
I help you? I heard your siren.
I'm Elvira. This is my partner. Are you in charge here?
Partner.
Yeah, I am the administrator of this facility. To what do we owe this visit?
You look a little young to be running this place. Anyway, we're here to investigate reports of an escape.
Aha, yeah.
Anyway, I'm not gonna inquire further, seeing as I'm a fake cop myself.
About that.
It would have been funny if
We're
Oscar had said, "You
dealing
don't
with
look
it
like a cop either."
internally. It's a minor incident. Not that big of a deal, really.
Not that big of a deal.
This is a mental institution. Some of our patients are highly agitated, and a few, from time to time, attempt to escape. This one happened to be successful. We have people out searching, but often the patients return on their own volition after a day or two.
How did it happen? This time, I mean.
Let me recall. Right. We were having a therapy session when the patient suddenly picked up an ashtray and hit me on the head, then jumped out the window.
Your head seems fine to me.
Oh, it wasn't a heavy blow, and in this profession you must be prepared for these sort of outbursts. Roll with the punches, as they say. Truth be told, this situation is very embarrassing, which is why I didn't want to call the police.
You might not have called us, but someone did. You also confirmed that one of your patients escaped, which means we're now legally obligated to investigate. A psych case on the loose poses a threat not only to themselves, but to the public. Take us inside. We'll need to interview the other inmates. And get us their files.
Interview? You want to talk to them?
Where are the patients? Just show us the way and we can conduct the investigation ourselves.
Well, if you insist. This way, please.
This window break.
This is where the patient escaped. Be careful of the glass on the floor.
I need to see this patient's file.
You mean patient number 68? What do you want to know, officer? I've spent so much time with everyone here that I can practically recite their files from memory.
Hold up. Why is this gate open? No wonder you're trying to cover up how easy it is to slip out of here. All the doors are unlocked.
Unlocked? Yeah, that was me. I apologize. I was in such a hurry to greet you earlier, I forgot to lock it behind me.
Happens to the best of us.
So, I've been here the whole time. I can assure you that no one else escaped.
Notice how the window is broken in from like out to in, right? Because the glass shards are on the floor rather than outside. Like that's the first thing you learn if you consume any detective or murder mystery media whatsoever, is like paying attention to where the glass is on which side.
Let's check inside.
Is there a way to make glass fall on the inside without tape, actually? That is like a big hassle, I wonder. If there is, I don't know about it.
This is our day room. As you can
Okay,
see,
we have heard it all actually now, I think. Is there anything we're missing? Is there anything we have not heard? No, I think we can solve. I think James is ghost. Emil, feel free to like tell me your conclusion. But who are the real mental patients? Oh, that's a multiple choice. Elvira and Tony are the fake cops. McMurphy is a fake mental patient. I don't know how the game defines this now. Whether, like, he's admitted at least to the hospital. So is Oscar. So is Mr. Director. Jennifer was like the female doc. Ray was the caregiver. George was the doctor. Mastro, Nellie, Spoon, Emily. Who was James again? Who was James? Oh, James is Ghost. Fucking hell. Oof. James is also... I wonder if they mean by real mental patient who is really crazy. So I have to suss out who's actually sane, which would be Nellie and James. They are not crazy. And McMurphy, I guess, is also not crazy. And Clapp. So we're gonna tick off these three because they are not crazy. All names marked correctly. None of the questions are answered correctly, though. So James is not Ghost. You think Emily might be Ghost? You think they mean real insane? Well, apparently not. Shit, I shouldn't have deleted it. Let's choose everyone who's currently inside the mental hospital as a patient, whether they are actually crazy or not. Master, Nellie, Spoon, Emily, James, Clapp. Who's Ghost though then? I think it might be George, because he sounded sinister. No. Alright, at this point it's guesswork, I guess. If this is not the real list, then what the... You think... No, the cops can't be... They definitely came from the outside. And Jennifer and Ray were definitely talking to each other in a way that these two were acquainted and not crazy. Ray is Ghost? He had a remote and tricked McMurphy. What do you mean he had a remote? How did he trick McMurphy? Where did you get this from? And the knocking starts. Let's listen to this again.
Ray, what are you doing here? Who did this to you?
I'll explain everything later. Quick, untie me.
I can do that, but only on one condition.
Just say it. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. Within my power, of course.
You need to prove to everyone else that I'm not crazy so I can get discharged.
Consider it done. I knew you weren't crazy a long time ago.
Perfect. Then you can get me out of here.
Well, I'll do my best, but remember, I'm just a caregiver. The doctors are the ones who have the final say. Oh, speaking of doctors, Jennifer's in the room next door. We gotta save her, too.
Dr. Jennifer? Doctor? Doctor, wake up!
Where am I? What happened?
Someone apparently knocked you out. Got some blood on you there.
I remember that much. But why am I in the bathroom?
Can't help you there. Wait, you weren't out cold, Ray. What happened? Huh?
Hey, what are you... Ray! What the fuck? You killed her!
She'll be fine. Anyway, better her than us, right?
What do you...
Well, yeah, that is very suspicious, actually. The fact that merely a caregiver knows how to knock out a person so that they'll be fine.
What are you even talking about? What's going on?
Okay, so here's what happened. While you were treating patient number 68 earlier, you remember that, right?
She was treating patient 68 who escaped. Supposedly.
Talking with James. The two of us heard this loud noise all of a sudden, so I went to check. Turns out 68 broke the window and took off. By the time I came to check up on you, you were already out cold. Had this cracked ashtray next to you, too. This got me all in a panic. So I didn't notice at the gate to the inpatient sector.
68 didn't escape, or they made a huge mistake with the window being broken.
Wasn't locked. Next thing I knew, a bunch of patients had all gotten out. They charged me, tied me up, and threw me in the bathroom. Then they dragged you in after I was tied up.
Jesus Christ. Then Nellie was in on this too? She doesn't really strike me as the violent type.
I don't know about that, but I'm not taking any risks. They're all crazy. Who knows what they're capable of?
But what is it they're trying to do? And why didn't you call the police when you had the chance?
Everything happened so fast. 1 second, I was trying to figure out what happened to you. The next, those psychos jumped me.
Huh?
He said he had no phone.
Where's my phone? Don't tell me they took it.
Oh, wait. Oh. God damn it, it's gone!
What?
Oh, you're right. He's looking for the remote. Do you think Clapp mistook where he took it? He thought that he took the TV remote, but it's not the TV remote, it's the remote for the bomb. Why would he just randomly install a bomb inside the TV, though?
Not my phone, something else. You know, caregivers aren't allowed to bring phones inside the hospital. You know, that's the rule here.
Well, that's stupid. What do we do now, then? We can't even call the police.
Let's see if he reacts to the
I've
alarm.
seen her earlier. Don't tell me everyone is in on this.
I saw Clep, Silver Spoon, Oscar, oh right, and Mr. Director. I'm telling you, it was chaos. There might have been more of them. I don't know.
And all of them working together? They're not even suffering from the same illness. This is certainly a first. What do you think they're trying to do? Escape?
They took the keys, but as far as I know, they haven't left. All I could tell was that Mr. Director seemed to be the ringleader. Something about manipulation and brainwash.
Then it's a coup?
A coup?
Yeah, they want to take over the hospital. That's why they didn't escape. You haven't seen George, have you?
No. Maybe he's still in the treatment room?
Is that an alarm?
Probably somebody's alarm clock. I wouldn't worry about it.
Alright, he's the only one that goes, I wouldn't worry about it. Why is it audible in the entire building, though? That's a little bit weird, but I guess it has to be for story reasons.
Then what do we do? It's only a matter of time before they find us here.
Honestly, I think the two of us can hold them off. Clep, he's basically a stick. Oscar's a wuss. Silver Spoon's lucky if he isn't fighting himself. And Mr. Director, he's an old man. The only reason they got the jump on me last time was because they caught me off guard. But you and we'll have the element of surprise next time.
Why don't we just sneak into the director's office and use the landline to call the police?
Hey, good idea.
Come on, let's go. Stay calm.
Maybe Ray
We've
is
got
shouting,
this.
don't do it,
No
Emily.
looking around, just stay quiet and...
No, Ray's nowhere near when it goes off. Also, Did I follow? Did I follow these two?
Huh?
Wait.
You stay away from the gate. Get your ass
I didn't
back
follow
to the
them
day room.
into this room.
For crying out loud.
Maybe I'm missing some information.
Think you're a caregiver, huh?
Wait, he was saying something again?
Stop! Where do you think you're going? What the hell's going on? Why were the police here?
Things are getting out of control. I was just playing along with Mr. Director and the other crackpots, right? Figured if we really did take over the hospital, it'd be much easier to look for Ghost.
No way it's a coincidence. You notice anything off about those cops?
What the fuck? Oscar and James know about Ghost too. Who at this point, who doesn't?
Well, they were definitely looking for someone. That much was obvious. But the way they were interrogating every single patient makes me think they're after Ghost too.
He's like a fake caregiver, and Oscar is a fake fake actor.
Why would the authorities suddenly be searching for him? Until we got that tip, everyone thought he was dead.
Maybe they got it too. Anyway, what have you found so far?
Haven't locked down
I was really missing vital information. I didn't notice that I didn't follow them into this room.
Ghost yet. But I did find his plan B.
Plan B?
Pure coincidence, actually. The TV remote went missing, you see, and the button on the TV doesn't work either. It got me curious, so one day I volunteered to cover Ray's night shift. After everyone left the room, I opened the TV set. Guess what I found?
A bomb.
Bingo! Anyone turns that thing on, it'll explode. I bet that's probably why he took the remote.
That's further proof it was Ghost who blew up the police station. To kill his crew and fake his own death. But why would he plant another one in the same place he's hiding?
That's why I said it must be his plan B. Sure, the hospital's been a safe place to lay low, but someone clearly knows he's still alive. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put a bounty on his head and we wouldn't be in here. Ghost probably planted the bomb for just such an occasion as this. He can blow the place sky high and vanish into the wind again. Poof!
Sounds right up his alley. Anyone who sees his face dies.
Not this time. Check this out.
What the hell is that thing? Looks like some kind of sci-fi gizmo.
It's a microcontroller infrared scrambler. Got it from a catalog for $29.95. Batteries not included.
I don't get it.
This is my plan B. When Ghost tries to blow this whole place to smithereens, this thing will jam the signal from the remote. The TV won't go boom, and we grab whoever's holding the clicker.
Now that's smart. Then all we have to do is cuff him and collect our reward before the cops swoop in and steal all the credit. Huh? Is that the alarm?
What the hell? I didn't even know this hospital had an alarm system. Stupid cops. They probably triggered the trap that Ghost set up. Fuck. Months of work down the drain.
What do we do now?
Ghost is gonna have to make a move now. So let's go nab the son of a bitch.
This is kind of weird because we know that Ghost hasn't been in here for like the longest time. Also, why would Ghost need to fake being in this room when he has a perfectly working fake identity as Ray? Why did he booby trap this fake room? Like, that's a little bit weird, but...
Right, I'll follow your lead.
The day room is the best place to start. He ain't in the library or the exam rooms, so he'll have to come through there before he can escape.
Before you can watch it, there's this thing
What's
called
that
a
you're holding, Emily?
No, Emily, stop!
Alright. I want to listen to a specific point again where Clap talks about stealing.
Stop!
Stealing the remote.
To us. Maybe we change the plan? Make a run for it while we still can? I mean, the gate is wide open.
No, the show can't end like this. Don't you want to know the truth? After all this time, the lies, the manipulation, don't you crave retribution?
Lies ain't the half of it. They probably want to steal my company while I'm not there, too.
Your company? When did it belong to company? No one cares!
Time for the payoff.
The plan is already...
I don't get how the police knew to show up at just the right moment, you know? Someone must have ratted on us.
You make a good point. Who could have called the police then? George?
Nah, he was already in with the maestro before any of us even did anything. Probably doesn't even know what's going on.
Jennifer then? Well, this could turn out bad for us. If the cops were to search the bathroom.
Jennifer? No, I can't be her. I stole a phone.
What? I thought I told you to lock her up, not steal her phone. Give it here. Recent calls. Well, the last call she made wasn't to 911.
What? We don't know who it all... What did me for?
Hand it over. And whose phone is this, hmm?
From that stupid cop earlier. But you know what? Here's what's really weird. Who calls a cop directly rather than 911?
You stole this from the police? How many other phones have you stolen?
I don't got any more phones, but I do have this.
You are a real piece of work. Why would you steal a TV remote?
Got it from Ray earlier. It just...
Oh my god, yeah, he even says I got it from Ray. That's what I wanted to double check. So Ray was indeed walking around with the fucking trigger for the bomb. But who are the real... Okay, so I guess we can take out Oscar and James out of the list of real patients as well now. So the actual real patients are Emily, Clap Spoon, Mr. Director, and Maestro. Which answers like the other question as well. Ray's ghost. We can take off... now we can take off everyone who's faking it, which is McMurphy's faking it. Oscar is faking it. Nelly is faking it. James is faking it. So that means only the ones that did the insurrection, which is Mr. Director, Spoon, Clap, and Master and Emily, who were doing their thing, are the real mental patients. Yeah. Alright. Man, that took me 1.5
Excellent
hours.
work, detective.
Am I a real detective?
I have just one last question for you.
Who are you? Whoa! Oh.
I have just one last question for you. Who are you?
Oh my god, who am I? These four are like, nope. I can either be number 68 or the detective. 68 or detective, no doubt. Oh, that's so good. Am I 68? You think detective? Alright, what does everyone think? Am I the supposedly escaped mental patient who didn't escape? But he must have been there because Jennifer didn't say we have no patient 68. So there must have been a patient that was not accounted for. Or I'm actually a detective. I don't know. Maybe 68 just walked out the front door. Maybe that's what he did. No, come on, I'm not Maestro. Yeah, that's a joke answer. If it is a test, then you are the detective. If it is a mental evaluation, then 68. Yeah. I'm 68.
Okay, number 68. Since you already know you're one of our patients, we'll move forward with your treatment. Here, this pill will help calm and
I wonder if
center
there's different endings. Oh shit! She's Jennifer. She has the lisp. I recognized it earlier. I'm in the room. I knock her out and I leave.
God! Jennifer? What happened to you? Wake up!
I could have taken a pill. Holy shit, that was good though. Oh, is this a Chinese game? Wow. I mean, the fact that they I don't know, bother to like port it? Where's the mod? Now try detective? Yeah, we can. Shall we watch? Let's watch the credits, because these people, they made an amazing game. The idea alone is already gold, right? Because I can't think of any other game that has incorporated sound like this into their gameplay. So that was like, it was great. Oh, there's Japanese voice acting too. Man, playing this in Japanese would be amazing, but sadly there's no subtitles. Oh, I'm sure the Japanese and the Chinese voice acting is great. And it's just the English one that got shafted. Played subbed Chinese. I don't think that's possible. It really expects you to listen. There's a lot of trickery you can do if sound is the only source of information. Yeah. I mean, we also have some kind of visual information of like where the people are, right? But this was amazing. Like this is great. Again, the idea alone is great. Currently, I would rate this like an 85. 85 out of 100 lambda points. That's very, very high, I think. Fuck it, let's make it an... Wish there was like main potential. I could rate it 68, like patient 68. But it's too good for that. Let's rate it an 86. Hope you will develop this idea further. The game is already a few years old by now. I'm gonna look into their studio after this is finished. Mindloader Studios. Is that it? No. Did you actually manage to do any puzzle without guessing? Yeah, the tutorial, I'm sure I did correctly. I didn't guess that much, okay? I also mostly got it every time I... Oh shit, there's a DLC! Motherfucker! We're not gonna do that today. I don't even know if I own it or not. Shall we... Do you want to remove answer name when you select level? No. Oh.
Interesting. Then
Skip.
Someone used the director to commit the murder.
Skip this. Shit. Oh, we're gonna do the DLC next time, okay? There's no way to skip this
detective.
shit.
You've passed the test.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there's no time
I'm
to
gonna do one more
celebrate.
ending. Either we go
The real
detective,
work is about to begin.
which I don't know if this is delusion or not, or we go taking the pills with 68.
The four events you just examined
I'm for
all
detective.
happened in the past. Now, we need you to use the acoustic detective system to figure out a currently unsolved case. This one involves another
This is
explosion,
weird.
only in a mental hospital,
Yeah,
rather
like
than a
the
police
case
station.
was about what was
It's-
gonna happen in the future.
How should I put it? Peculiar. A number of agents have already attempted to solve it. None of them
Which makes me
succeeded.
think that I am
And
actually a
there were
detective. I just...
complications.
It makes me think that... She said there were complications. I think as soon as the detectives listen to this, they start thinking they're 68. This is a classic Uchikoshi scenario. That's the complications she's talking about. We are actually a police detective. But as soon as we try to solve this, we get suckered into this thing because it's like brainwashing us and makes us think that we are a mental patient.
Excellent work, detective.
Good, okay.
I have just one last question for you.
There's no case. Simulation detective creates a scenario in his head.
I have just one
the
last
detective.
question for you.
Wonder what happens if you choose a joke answer.
Congratulations, detective. You passed the final test. By now, you've probably realized the last case was mixed with some of the voices from previous ones.
Yeah, it has an
It
in-game
threw the
reason.
other testers into a state of deep confusion, but you didn't lose yourself like they did, which means you are now qualified to call yourself a true acoustic detective. Since you've mastered the system, you can take it with you. You never know when it might come in handy. And if you hear any residual voices or auditory hallucinations, I trust you'll master those too. In time. That concludes the exam, Detective. Thank you again for participating. It exceeded all of my expectations. You're free to leave whenever you like.
You think anything happens if I don't leave? Also, her explaining away like the references to the earlier cases and the fact that the what I was talking about, like the voice actors are recycled. Incorporating this into the gameplay like that, doubling down on it, raised the score by 2 points. It's now at 88. Is it done yet?
Thank you again for participating. It exceeded all of my expectations. You're free to leave whenever you like.
Who are you?
Hey, buddy. Oh, come on, it's me.
State your name.
You don't recognize your old pal?
Same old story.
I'm a law-abiding citizen.
That's the basics.
Picking up a pal.
Oh, I love how it said on the floor PlayStation it said you're next. Like it's all callbacks, all throwbacks, all like references to each other. Fuck, that's so good. Shit, man. Make that a fucking... Oh, I don't know if I can raise it higher than 88. Oh, that was so good though. Go for a funny answer next? Alright, we're gonna do one funny answer, okay? And then we're done.
Interesting. Then someone used the director to commit the murder.
Because it always takes a while to go through this, sadly. How about an 89?
Congratulations,
Man, I was
Detective.
about to give it a 90.
You've passed the test. Unfortunately, there's no time to celebrate.
What did I give Disco
The real
Elysium?
work is about to begin.
Did I give it? I think I gave Disco Elysium a 90 or 91 or something. Which is 68 upside down. Shit. Okay, 89 it is then. You convinced me, okay. Holy shit, that's a good catch.
The 4 events you just examined all happened in the past. Now, we need you to use the acoustic detective system to figure out a currently unsolved case.
This is so
This
good.
one involves another explosion.
Were you a real detective or
only
just a
in
psycho
mental
they brainwashed
hospital,
to be a
rather
perfect
than a
detective?
police
A
station.
mystery.
It's... how should I put it?
You know what's the best part about this email?
Peculiar.
We don't know.
A number of agents
We don't
have
know.
already attempted to solve it. None of them succeeded.
There's so many
And there
questions
were
open still.
complications.
But it still feels finished. We passed our exam. That's all we needed to do. Oh my god, this might be one of the best endings to a game I've ever experienced.
Excellent work, Detective.
Okay. Since someone said Maestro earlier, we're gonna go for Maestro now.
I have just one last question for you. I have just one last
I am
question for you.
the Maestro.
Who? I'm sorry, Detective, but you've failed the test.
So there's only 2 right answers.
I had hoped it wouldn't turn out like this. You were doing quite well at the beginning. But, well, things started to unravel towards the end. It's sadly clear. You don't even know who you are anymore. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to.
Whoa, did you see that? Did you see the hands coming in from the side? Did you catch that? Oh, that was amazing. They gave just enough info to craft an explanation, but not enough to destroy a mystery. This is very well done. Very, very well done. At this point, I'm gonna stop the YouTube recording. This was Unheard. I'm gonna give it an 89, but holy shit, I'm inclined to give it higher than that. Just for the fucking fake ending now as well, with like the hands coming left and right, which mimic the logo for the game, or rather like the Steam store splash page, whatever. I was looking at the screen. How could you tell? Let me show you actually. Unheard. Store page. Look. It's because of this. It's because of this why I realized. I was looking at this for the longest time. Hence why I was recognizing this immediately. Do I not own the DLC? I guess I don't. And it seems like they have another game, but it doesn't look like my cup of tea. Oh, there's free DLC actually. And paid DLC. I think I'm about to bite the bullet. Jesus Christ. It only has 72 on it only goes to show that fucking Metacritic has no fucking idea whatsoever what makes a good game. Alright. YouTube, that was Unheard. And it was amazing. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I might have to go through this in editing to make the in-game sounds louder, so you have a more enjoyable experience than the people watching this on stream. Yeah, it might be for the best, actually. Like, I'm gonna have to remind myself to do that. Thank you for watching, YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Bye-bye.